Y'all know what it is. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday. Big energy, people. Big energy. Come on, come on. Throw some fire emojis in the chat. Yeah. Throw some fire emojis in the chat. Drop some fire emojis in the chat. I hope y'all like the new intro. Hope y'all like the new intro. People said, listen, I like the music. Yeah. I hope you like the new intro. Hopefully it's good to you, sound good to you. I got some good wisdom for you tonight. Drop some fire emojis in the chat, as a matter of fact. You know who it is. Sure is truly Dr. Eddie. You are in the mix at not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you know I'm committed to the commitment. I'm committed to empower you each and every single day, Monday through Friday. And you know we do it right here. We do it right here on the digital airwaves of Facebook. Yes, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter, and you know, especially YouTube. Come on. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. Drop your city in the chat. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Especially those on the YouTube side. Don't just put the thumbs up in the comment section. I need you to actually hit the button. Like, comment, share, subscribe on the YouTube side. You know I've been giving you content, empowerment, insight, inspiration. I've been showing y'all love. Show me some love back. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on the YouTube. Make sure you do that. Also hit the notification bell so that you can get locked and loaded. You can be up to date with all the information. Let me know where you're watching from. Come on. Let me know where you're watching from. You know my hometown is Motown, as we say. What up, though? I think there's a big football game going on Sunday. I'm trying to figure it out. What teams are playing? Trying to figure that out. I think it might be the Lions. Detroit versus everybody. Put some respect on us. Andrea Raleigh. Hey. Rachel, Big Texas. You already know. Brianna Moe. Detroit in the house. Ruby, Colorado. Yeah. Who y'all rooting for? Who y'all rooting for this weekend? I know the Baltimore Ravens are playing the Kansas City Chiefs. I know the our Detroit Lions are playing San Francisco 49ers in San Fran. But I'm hearing 25% of the attendees to the game in San Francisco are going to be Lions fans. Ain't that something? It's pretty good showing. So who y'all cheering for? Who y'all rooting for? Yeah, who y'all rooting for? All right, I'm seeing. Yeah, Kenya said okay. Yeah, she throwing a lion emoji up. Ruby said my team out. Yeah, Bronco Nation, y'all gotta get it together. I gotta get it together. You know they doing Russell Wilson bad. But anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How has your week been? Can you write something good that happened to you this week? Come on, write it in the chat. Can you write something good that happened to you this week in the chat? Yeah, come on, don't be shy. Testify. Come on, talk about what's a win that you had this week. Don't be shy. Testify. You say, well, what's mine? I've been talking about it the last couple days. The Apple Store. I had to eulogize my former computer. Right? I literally live on my computer, and my computer died on me. By the grace of God, I was able to get into a new one, and all my data from the old computer was transferred. Talk about a win. Right? That's a big win. Come on, testify. Don't be shy. Testify. Let me know how your week has been. I hope you're in good spirits. Hope you're feeling good. I hope your day has been great. If it has not been, you in for a treat because it's about to be. We're about to go all the way up tonight. Listen, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe. Come on, share. Bring somebody into this conversation tonight. Instagram, yes, I'm talking to you. Share. TikTok, I'm talking to you. LinkedIn, come on, share. Share this with somebody. Facebook, you already know I'm in your face. Come on, come on. YouTube, yeah, you. Watching me on the YouTube, on the tube. Come on. Let me invite somebody in. Share if you care. Share if you care. Uh, don't be shy. Testify. Kenji said, God worked it out in my favor. God is amazing. All right now. You already know it. You already know it. Ruby said, I got another contract. Help my client get a sponsor. Listen, we hand clapping and high fiving. Hand claps and high fives for sure. For sure. For all of these testimonies. Um, Coco said, God kept me on the highway on my commute to work. Weather's been crazy. Right, because not only do you have to drive for you, you got to drive for other folks. Rachel G said, help save a marriage from divorce. Come on now. Come on now. Rescuing marriages from going comatose and having to file for divorce. Brianna, rediscovering my passion and purpose, uncovering my identity in Christ. I love it. I love it. I love it. As I often say, my goal in 2024 is to help you achieve yours. My job is to put you in alignment with your assignment. It's to really empower you to identify your identity. And so, if you don't have my book, speaking of identity, if you don't have my book, Identity, make sure that you go get that. Keys to discover your uniqueness, unlock your greatness. You can get that on Amazon, Barnes& Noble, iTunes, Audible. It's available as an ebook, audiobook, hard copy. You can get a signed copy even. EddieConnor.com, Mask of Masculinity, How Men Can Reclaim Their Identity, Lead in Love of Vulnerability. The tenor of this conversation that I'm going to have tonight and the one that I had yesterday, much of that is aligned with what I've written in the book. Relationship Rules, How to Win at Love, Leadership, and Leveraging Your Purpose. Go get the book. Like I said, they're all available. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, Audible, ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Get a signed copy of the book, EddieConnor.com. Coco said, what's my YouTube channel? YouTube.com/Eddie Connor. EddieConnor. Please put some respect on my name, y'all, especially if you are joining us on YouTube. Invite somebody in. Listen, we are in the mix at 6. I need you to share this with at least 6 people tonight. I'm talking to you. Share this with at least 6 people. Tag, tweet, tell, text. Share this with at least 6 and let them know we in the mix at 6. Let them know. I'm glad to see you all. Listen, today, Today marks 4 years since the passing of the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant, who died in a helicopter crash at the age of 41, tender young age of 41. The five-time NBA champion, 18-time All-Star, MVP, Hall of Famer. List goes on and on. Kobe died alongside his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, and 7 other people who were also in the helicopter on January 26th of 2020. And so today marks 4 years to the day of the passing of the late, great Kobe Bryant. And of course, continued prayers and condolences to his family, his wife, and Vanessa, and their daughter, Natalia. She, I believe, just turned 21 just a week ago or so. And even next month, the Lakers, who Kobe played for, I believe, what was it, 20 years maybe? The next month, the LA Lakers are going to enshrine and pay tribute to Kobe with a statue at the Crypto.com arena. And when you think about, the life and the memories of the late, great Kobe Bryant, he's unquestionably one of the greatest basketball players to ever lace up a pair of sneakers. In terms of shooting guards, I think he's second to none other than the one and only Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Is unquestionable. Kobe idolized him. Michael called him his big brother. Kobe called Michael his big brother. Kobe was a savant. When it came to the game of basketball, he had this aura of confidence. He had this competitive fire on the basketball court, as he would say, and he would call it his Mamba mentality. And all of that, it just fueled his competitive fire. It fueled his competitive drive. A lot of people don't necessarily know, though, Kobe was very well cultured. Very cultured. Grew up in Italy before moving to Philadelphia. His father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, played overseas. So Kobe lived in Italy for some time. Spoke fluent Italian. Spoke a little bit of Spanish. Spoke a little bit of Chinese as well. I mentioned that he was a maniacal competitor. Do you know how maniacal of a competitor that Kobe Bryant was? I don't think people really realize. Right? The man was a maniacal competitor. So much so that he would study sharks. I'm not making this up. I'm not talking about game film, folks. I'm not talking about game film on a certain player that he's got to defend. The man would literally study how great white sharks hunted seals. Why would he do that? He would study how great white sharks hunted seals to help him get a better understanding of how to play better defense. Maniacal. He's going to look at an animal to try to play another human being. And he's looking at the different cuts. He's looking at the ways that the shark would descend upon his prey. And he brought that same type of mentality to the court. He left it all out on the court. He didn't cheat the game at all. No matter how much money he made, he never cheated the game. His mentality was, and he adopted that from Jordan, that whoever's coming to the game may see me for the first time and the only time in person. I'm going to put on my best game. I'm going to bring my A game each and every single time. It gets no more committed and dedicated than that to be a master of your craft. He was a master of his craft. And have, as he did, the Mamba mentality. A great loss. Great loss. And I remember when I first saw it come up on my timeline and my screen, I thought it was a hoax. But a great loss. But he gave us some great memories and moments that will never be erased. I say all that to say because I posted something on my social media today about Kobe, and if you're not following me on particularly Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, encourage you to do that. You can read the post there at EddieConnorJr, EddieConnorJr. Encourage you to check it out. I was a kid, and I had a very tough time when I was in high school as a kid. I was having these chest pains and playing basketball, running cross country, getting ready for the season, and having these chest pains. And you know how us guys are. We don't want to go to the hospital. We want to check it out. We don't want to see anything wrong. Hear that anything is wrong. Pain is weakness leaving the body. Crying is for girls. That's in many cases a mentality I had for so many years and what I internalized. And long story short, I wound up being diagnosed with NHL. I thought NHL stood for National Hockey League. Yeah, I said, what? I'm getting ready to be youngest owner of the Detroit Red Wings. Says no. After I've been having these chest pains and deep cough, and after them taking me to doing a CT scan of chest and taking me to surgery, and they see there's a mass growing around my heart, my trachea, my esophagus, my voice box. I use my voice for a living. He says you have what we call NHL, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Like, my first language is Ebonics. I'm still trying to learn English. What do you mean? He says you've been diagnosed with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. I'm filling my pockets to find $4. Doctor says you have stage 4 cancer. Did you hear what I said? Stage 4 cancer. And anybody who knows anything about cancer, every second American, 2 or 3 people diagnosed with cancer, 1 in every 1,000 teenagers. Cancers, in many cases, affected everybody, directly, indirectly. And tough time. All of a sudden you believe it's a death sentence. Chemo, radiation, sick, depressed, wanted to give up, wanted to throw in the towel, hair fell out. Didn't know how long I was going to live or even if I was going to live. You talk about crying more than you are smiling. You talk about self-identity in a whirlwind. Didn't know if I was coming or going. Couldn't attend high school. Couldn't play basketball. Couldn't be a normal kid. Bedridden, IVs in my arms. Probably was the worst patient to a nurse. I don't know how much patience they had with me as a patient. Catheter in my chest. Right, my life was just beginning, and I was fighting for my life. I was fighting for my next breath. And my escape was watching basketball. I mean, what can I do in laying up in the hospital bed? My escape was watching basketball. And I would see the extraordinarily gifted Kobe Bryant just dominating the game. And to a certain degree, you live vicariously through somebody like that because you wish you could do and be where they were to be able just to enjoy life. And so it was an escape for me to see, in many cases, the basketball was a paintbrush in his hands. The court was his canvas. And I was like, man, I wonder if I could just specifically soar above my situation. Can I slam dunk this issue? Right. And here's the thing, that something, I was wondering if I could create something beautiful out of something that was ugly. And so as I was fighting for my life, trying to live through dying places, battling depression, losing my hair due to chemotherapy, here's what the late, great Kobe Bryant did for me. He signed a Caps for Kids hat for me. At this time, I had no hair. You feel me? At this time, I had no hair. But he signed a Caps for Kids hat for me, similar to the Make-A-Wish Foundation type of thing. Many of them are synonymous with the same type of work. that each other does. And he left an encouraging message. And this was not Kobe Bryant number 24. This was the first iteration of the jersey, Kobe Bryant number 8. And here's the hat. Kobe. And then he wrote a message for me, just encouraging me to keep on fighting, to keep on going. And you know, eight was always just a jersey number to me. But I internalized 8 as a new beginning. Yeah. Caps for kids. So, you know, it was beyond just the court. You know, he really made, you know, people feel valuable beyond just what he did on the basketball court. And so I appreciate him showing up for me just to do that. 8 was my new beginning, and by God's grace, 2024 marks 24 years being cancer free. Yeah. 8 is the new beginning. He wore number 24, and it's a reminder that you got to seize the moment with your 24 hours each and every single day. And so I'll never forget that moment. And I appreciate him for that. Those little things, those people who come into your life, plant those seeds to help you persevere and find the can in cancer. And so, of course, we're always praying for people who may be struggling specifically through trying to fight through cancer, overcome obstacles, diagnosis. I'm a living witness. God can heal you. He can bring you out. He can bring you through. If he did it for me, he can do it for you. All right. Who's cutting onions tonight? Who's cutting onions tonight? Listen, it's part 2 night tonight. Yeah, it's part 2 tonight. There we go. 5 traits of a kingdom man, part 2. I said, let me cut across the grass on this one. Let me beeline this. Y'all ain't finna cut no onions over here and have me toe up from the flow up. If you're ready tonight, type ready. If you're ready tonight, type ready. If you're ready, type ready. All right, let's go tonight. Yeah. I gotta throw this cap across the room. If I keep looking at it, you know it. Somebody will be cutting onions up in here, up in here, up in here. All right. Are y'all ready for part 2 of the 5 traits of a kingdom man? Come on, I need you to share this. I hope you got your popcorn ready. I hope you got your pad and your pen ready. It's about to pop off. Come on. Invite somebody in tonight. Invite somebody in tonight. I'm telling you. Yeah. We got a full slate of show. I know it took a little long to get to this part, but trust me, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. Had a few agenda items. Part 2 of the 5 traits of a kingdom man. Can I give you a recap for those of you who missed it? If you missed it yesterday, or for those of you who just need a refresher, listen, I highly encourage you. I highly encourage you. Let me preface it again. I highly encourage you to watch part 1 on my YouTube channel. Go. Yeah, watch part 1 on my YouTube channel. youtube.com/EddieConnor. Rachel G said, are you still in the ocean, swimming deep? Yeah, we in the deep end. Ain't no surface, ain't no shallow. We going in the words of Adele, rolling in the deep. I don't even listen to her. But it applies. It applies. Can I give you a recap? I don't think I got enough readies tonight. I need more readies. I need more readies. I need more ready. Come on. I need a few more people type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A few more people to type ready. Come on. A fe Come on, come on. I'll wait it out. I'll wait this thing out. You hold out on me, I'm gonna hold out on you. Kenya says she listening from work. It's the dedication for me, man. Okay, the readies are coming in now. They coming in now. Don't take too long to type tonight. Listen, let me give you a recap. Let me give you a recap. For those of you who missed yesterday, for those of you who need a refresher, yesterday I defined what a kingdom man is. Let me put these glasses on for y'all see my Louis Vuitton bags and my Gucci bags under my eyes. I don't want to scare nobody. Halloween in January. Um, I define what a kingdom man is. And to be a kingdom man means I have to be under the rulership, under the leadership of a king. Right. So in this aspect, I'm under the rulership, I'm under the leadership of a king. I ought to not just have the image, I should also have the likeness. So in this aspect, it's the King of Kings. Since I'm under the rulership of the King of Kings, I too myself am a king. Scripture says, when I was a child, I spake as a child, understood as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things. So I moved into a place of maturation or development. My definition for king, as I said yesterday, king means keenly intelligent, noble gentleman. If I am a king, if and only if I am spiritually in alignment with my divine assignment, then in essence, I move into a place of authority as a visionary. And as a result, since I'm in authority as a visionary, provision follows me as a result. A kingdom man is one who places himself under the auspices of God, under the leadership, under the rulership. And as a result, in his relationship, he is able to build purposeful partnership. Have I lost you? Are you with me tonight? Okay. Since I'm under leadership, since I'm under rulership, I have his intangibles. I have his, yes, image, but also likeness. I'm able to now, in that leadership and rulership, in relationship, build purposeful partnership. Kingdom man is a man of influence. He's a man of influence simply because he knows his identity. I said number one yesterday. I said number one, a kingdom man is your biggest fan. That's what we started off with yesterday. A kingdom man is your biggest fan. A kingdom man is your biggest fan simply because he's going to be there to celebrate you. He's not into competition with you. He wants collaboration with you. That's where the purposeful partnership comes in. He's not envious. He's not jealous. Rather, he's zealous. He has a zeal about the fact that you got it going on. Right? And ain't no shame in his game to congratulate you, to celebrate you, to lift you up. I told you yesterday, I said the kingdom man is cheering you on like Martin telling Gina, what'd he tell her? You go, girl. Gina whip up that good meal. Gina get that promotion. Gina secure the bag. Gina come out looking good in her dress. G'd up from the feet up, hair whipped, dip, fried, dyed, laid to the side. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Nail done, hair done, everything did. I don't know what it is. Martin wouldn't hesitate. You go, girl. Come on, every sister, every brother who's not intimidated by leading ladies. Sisters who leveling up, got their degree. You go, girl. Got your salon. You go, girl. Got your boutique. You go, girl. CEO. MO. You go, girl. Building your brand and your business, birthing your book. You go, girl. Yeah. Right? You see, Whoever you intimidate will be who you eliminate. And a kingdom man knows how to celebrate the queen in you. Why? Because queen means quintessentially unique, empowering everyone naturally. Here's the second one. A kingdom man is an emotionally mature man. And emotional maturity is when someone can manage their emotions no matter the circumstances. They know how to respond to tough situations and still keep their cool. Kingdom man is emotionally mature enough. What is he emotionally mature enough to do? He's emotionally mature enough to take responsibility for his actions. Why? Because he understands that there is no respectability without responsibility. He doesn't want to continue the cycle. He wants to break the cycle. Generational curses, toxicity, trauma, triggers, strife that affects his life. He doesn't want to continue repeating what he knows he should be repairing. Are y'all with me tonight? He doesn't want to repeat what he intends to repair. Then I mentioned, when a man is emotionally mature, he has the ability to think about you and how his actions affect you instead of automatically just going on the defense. He has self-awareness. He has healthy emotional and relational intelligence. He's not moving into a place of impulsivity. He's metacognitive. He thinks about what he's thinking about. He takes time to process his emotions, and he understands that being emotionally mature, being emotionally available, does not make him weak. In essence, it makes him strong. Yeah. Right? Being a man is hard work, but it's heart work. Do you hear me tonight? That's why our brothers got to pray for each other. That's why our sisters got to pray for our brothers. Because a man, due to the fact that he has vision, due to the fact of the mandate, man means to manage, man means to maintain, man means to manifest, man means to use God's manual, man means you have a mandate on your life. The attack is even greater. Being a man is hard work, but it's heart work. Are you ready for number 3 tonight? Let's go. Listen, if you are not a member of the Eagles Academy, you want to be. You need to be. I want you to invest in yourself by becoming a member of the Eagles Academy. Yeah, you can join even now as I'm talking. Go to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button. And here's what I'm doing. I'm giving you the hookup tonight. The next 5 of you who go and register for the Eagles Academy to become a member, where I coach, I teach, I train. It's our online academy, it's our online community where we empower you to soar into success and purpose, increasing your ideas, your impact, and your influence, the transparency, the transformation, the truth of what it is about yourself, how you grow and expand and really increase and grow into your greatness. You need to be a part of it. TheEaglesAcademy.com TheEaglesAcademy.com. Tap the join now button. At the coupon code, I'm giving you 40% off. Put in the word SOAR, SOAR, and you'll be locked in with us. Number 3, let's get into it tonight. Those of you who just joined us, 5 traits of a kingdom man. I just gave 2 of them, which is kingdom man is your biggest fan. A kingdom man is an emotionally mature man. Number 3, a kingdom man protects you. A kingdom man is a protector. A kingdom man wants to not only protect you physically, he wants to protect you emotionally. He wants to protect you spiritually. He wants you to feel safe in his presence. Why? Because he understands that your presence is a present. Hmm? No man is perfect, but he's willing to be present. And when he's present, he's willing to protect. I need you to understand something about protection for us as men. A man is oftentimes known as a hunter. I don't know if that context should always be used in the aspect of relationship. Man is a hunter in a relationship, and what, you supposed to be to prey? He ain't got to hunt. He can pursue though. But anyway, it is in our DNA as males, regardless of age, to protect. Okay? It just comes natural to us to feel protective over women, to feel protective over our grandma, feel protective over our little sister, big sister, auntie, mama, them. Right? For instance, it's been plenty of days I've seen a mother with her son in the grocery store or whatever store. Her son is literally knee high to a duck, right? Young boy's looking up, mean mugging some guy a few feet away, right? And he's mean mugging some guy who's a few feet away. The son is. Why? Because the son catches this guy looking at his mama. And we'll even say, these little boys even say it, don't be looking at my mama. Come on now. Good kid, baby's kids, don't matter. Don't be looking at my mama. Don't look right up at the guy. And then run back to his mama and hold her leg. As if to say, if you're going to get to my mama, you're going to have to come through me to get to her. It's innate. It's an instinctive thing. It ain't taught, it's caught. We just have a natural inclination. Come on now. I know I'm talking to some mamas out there. You got some young sons, and it's happened to you. Right? Son just happened to have him a fine mama. And so every guy looking at her. Good problem to have, right? Shout out to boy mom. Shout out to all the boy moms. Because I sure enough know there's been plenty of days I was that little boy when I was younger. Don't be looking at my mama. Still to this day. Grown as I want to be. What you looking at my mama for, man? Keep your eyes over there. It's just an instinctive, innate nature within us that has been imbibed within us at a young age to protect. Ms. Mamie said, my son still do it. Right? Boy, you know you can't do nothing to this guy standing head and shoulders above you. But there's something innate internally within that young boy to protect his mama. I don't want you looking at my mama. Don't be trying to talk to my mama with his little fists all balled up. And so we say, oh, that's so cute. But guess what? That young cub is becoming a lion. Mm-hmm. That little roar and that little high-pitched voice is gonna have a deep roar after a while. From up here to yeah, over here. I wish you would try something. Can't say some other words, but you know what I'm talking about. Right? What is it? It's the testosterone makeup. It's who we are as boys becoming men. And hear me, nobody has to teach us to protect. It's innate within us, whether it's his mama, whether it's his girlfriend, whether it's his wife, the loved ones in his life. We have this natural proclivity to protect, especially when we love and our heart is really there. So we want to protect because here it is. Men should naturally feel protective over women. We should. Study published in Physiology and Behavioral Journal. It shows that males' testosterone makes them feel protective over their mate's safety and their well-being. Here's the question. Ladies, have you ever felt protected in a man's presence? Not just from physical harm, but does he make you feel secure? Does he make you feel protected when any negative situation arises? Does he make you feel protected emotionally? Does he make you feel protected mentally and spiritually? Right? Does he have a vested interest in your safety? And here's what protection is not. Talked about a few things of what protection is. Here's what protection is not. I need you to understand this tonight. Protection is not control. Okay. I got to work tonight. See, y'all trying to make me work tonight. Protection is not control. Somebody just type that tonight. Type that tonight. Protection is not control. Protection is not this. Protection is not, oh, it generally takes you 5 minutes to get from Kroger. It takes you 5 minutes to get from Trader Joe's. It takes you 5 minutes to get from Publix to this particular destination for you to get home, for you to get here. Why'd it take you 10 minutes? Oh, you gave your number to somebody? See, protection, hear me, is not a projection of insecurity. Yeah. Protection is not a projection of insecurity. I saw that man looking at you. Why you look back at him? Protection is not this. It's not putting a low jack or a tether on your leg. That's control. See, you see, control restrains you. Protection constrains you. Scripture says this, the love of Christ constraineth us. I ain't got to put no restrainer on you. I ain't got to put you under no leash or no dog collar because you ain't none of that. I ain't got to twist your arm to be with me. Real love, real protection constrains. It doesn't restrain. I'm giving you the freedom to be who you are while being concerned for your safety. And here it is. A kingdom man who is in control, right? A kingdom man is in control, but he's not a man who is controlling. A kingdom man is a man who is in control, not a man who wants to control you. He's in control. He's not controlling. And we got to understand there's a thin line. There's a fine balance. There's a big difference because being in control means I got my life together. I'm emotionally secure. I'm emotionally sound. I'm emotionally mature. I'm confident. I can take the lead when necessary. Being controlling is about subjugating. I got to dictate to you. I'm stifling you. I want you to stay here. If you go here, I got to put you down here. You see what I'm saying? Being in control is what's important, not controlling you. I can control the dynamic of the situation. Why? Because I'm a man who has self-control. What are some examples of a man who protects? It could be something as simple as he opens your door, not just his, right? Oh, it seems like chivalry is dead. I don't know if it's dead, but it sure is on life support, right? He doesn't walk ahead of you. Y'all out together. He don't walk ahead of you. If I'm walking ahead of you, I don't know if you tripped over your dress. Right? I don't know if you got tripped up over your heel or you stubbed your toe. I need to be aware of what is going on, the surroundings, but also who I have with me. A man can lead you, and he doesn't have to be in front of you to lead you. A man can lead you right beside you. They say behind every good man is a good woman. No, it's not behind every good man is a good woman. It's beside every good man is a good woman. Think about this. God pulled the woman in Genesis out of the side of the man from the rib. Follow me, I'm the boss. That's a lot of times we say, just follow me. I'm the boss. I got this. You can show her you the boss by putting your hand in the small of her back. You can show her you the boss by just simply holding her hand and she's stepping over the crib or she's walking up the steps. She got that pencil skirt on, looking good for you. Dress painted on her. Lord have mercy. Right? A lot of things we have not been taught, specifically as men, because of maybe we had an absentee father. Maybe we didn't have a mentor. Maybe you never just saw this particular kind of behavior exhibited, right? And so you get to who's teaching who. And in many cases, if you did not have that particular parent, that particular mentor, here's what you got to do. You got to reparent yourself. Can't go through life just playing the blame game simply because of what you did not have. You have to look for what you need so that you become who you're supposed to be. I remember being a kid and I would be walking into the store. I'd be walking into the mall. My mom would be with me. She was with me because I ain't had no license yet. Mom, I need to go to the mall. I need some Jordans. Right. So I remember being at the mall or whatever particular time, right before we walked in the mall, mom would stop at the door. I'm looking up at her. She looking down at me. I'm looking up at her. She looking at me. And I'm like, Ma, you gonna open the door? What you waiting on? She's like, I'm waiting on you to open the door. Right? Why? Because she was teaching me, she was raising me to be a gentleman. She was planting seeds, even at that young age that I was at. Planting seeds by teaching me how to treat her, to set the precedent for ultimately how to treat my wife in my life. Should my dad have been doing all that? Sure. Should he have been training me and teaching me all that? Yeah. But my parents were divorced. So generally, one parent picks up the slack. Sometimes you learn that one good parent is better than two bad ones. It's for another conversation. Right? So she was teaching me how to treat her. She was training me, rearing me, because she understood that years down the line, my wife, my future wife, ain't gonna need to train me. I'm already need to be ready. Right? This kingdom type of man, this man who understands that he protects. He takes a seat at the table after he pulls your chair out. Okay, maybe the waiter's pulling your chair out, right? But he's gonna wait until you take a seat first before he takes a seat. That don't mean he's a soft man. That don't mean he's a weak man. He's just a respectable man. He's a gentle man. Right? And a lot of times, brothers who do that get clowned. Brothers who do that get bad raps. But that's the type of gentleman that you want to protect you. Another thing, say for instance, y'all at a nice restaurant. Didn't we talk about this yesterday? What your favorite restaurant is? I know your favorite restaurant is Cheesecake Factory. Y'all don't like me now. Y'all don't like me now. Y'all don't like me now. Cheesecake Factory and McDonald's. Which one y'all gonna go to? You said that's the wrong man if that's the choice. You don't like no Cheesecake Factory? Okay. All right, so hope y'all ain't at no McDonald's, right? He ordering you the number 4, talking about we doing fish tonight, baby. Fish fillets. All you can eat fish fillets. They still got the dollar menu? I don't even know. You want another fish sandwich? Not sandwich, but sandwich. Let me get you another number. Just sit your cute, pretty self there. Don't you dare move up out of that swirling seat. Sit your cute self right. I'm going right up to talk to. I'm going to talk to the server right up here. Just chill. I'll be right back. Number 4, right? Extra side of fries. You know I know what you like, baby. He like, no, we good. I'm out the door. Somebody said, I'm there just for the apple pies. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, all right. Don't clown it. Don't clown it. All right. So y'all are fine dining. Let me shift the scene. I know y'all mad. Y'all real mad. Sequetta says, stop, sir. Stop. Listen, I had more, but I let you go out the door. So y'all fine dining. Right? Since he's a protector, he's not sitting with his back to the door. He's not sitting with his back to the door simply because he's watching not only his surroundings, but he's watching your surroundings. Man don't want to put his back to the door. No, I need to see what's going on. You with me, I got to protect you. I got to protect myself. I got to see what's going on around here. Anything jump off, anything pop off, it ain't going to happen without my knowledge. I don't want my back to the door because I need to know what's going on. I need to be able to have the whole view. I need to see the whole landscape. Right? And here's the thing. When he's walking into the restaurant, sometimes his head is on a swivel. I need you to stick with me on this one. Sometimes his head is on a swivel. He ain't trying to check out the finest sister in there. That ain't why he's looking all around. Mm-hmm. You trying to see what he looking at. You think he looking at her. No, he looking out for you. All right. He's an observant man. He's trying to see what's the setup in here. Where's the exit? Where's the restroom? Where's the kitchen? Who's my server? Who owns the place? Who's the manager? Who's moving like that? What's going on? Who's who? I got my eye out for some shady stuff going on because I'm the protector. If it don't happen, it don't happen. But at least I got my eye out for it. Right? And here's the thing. We hear this type of terminology a lot these days. She's for the streets. Right? But hear me. He's for the streets if he making you walk close to the streets. A man who wants to protect you is not going to have you walking on the outside of the street closest to the cars. He putting you on the inside. He's on the outside. I know listen, I know this may sound basic, but a lot of people ain't doing. Do you know how many times I see people coming out on a date? Brothers got sisters on the side of the road, on the street. Old ladies close to the street. Listen, I remember walking out of a meeting with a lady who could be my grandmother. We talking while we walking. We going in the same direction to our cars. And I suggested to the lady, I said, excuse me, ma'am, can you just move into the side over here? I just didn't feel comfortable. I just didn't feel comfortable. I just asked her, could you just move inside away from the street? She said, oh, you so nice, young man. Right? I didn't want no clout from it. It's just the right thing to do. I'm thinking about my mama. I'm thinking about my grandmama. Right? It's a simple fact that if it's your mother, if it's your grandmother, your loved one, I would want the same done for them as I did for her. Move her out of harm's way on the inside. And she said this. She said, well, men don't do that no more. I just say, hey, well, maybe they didn't know, but we need to. We need to know and we need to do it. Right? It doesn't have to be anything regarding physical attraction to cause you to protect. It's just the simple fact that a woman is, and you may not like this terminology, that a woman is the weaker sex. I just offended somebody. Yeah, I don't like that one. Let me give it some context. Terminology, a woman is the weaker sex. We have used that terminology, though, weaker sex, to diminish women as if they are physically inferior. Do you know what weaker sex means? Weaker sex means delicate. That's what it means. The accurate description of weaker is more delicate. No inferiority complex. Not that the man is superior. For instance, think about this. Faith said, more like a porcelain vase. Is a vase a vase? Y'all don't say Target, y'all say Target. Accurate description of weaker is more delicate. For instance, I'm not going to treat a tree the same way I would treat a rose. Can we agree on that? I'm not going to treat a tree the same way I treat a rose. Listen, a tree, you could chop it up. Tree, you can make paper out of it. Paper you writing on, the paper that's your cash money, secure in the bag with it. Tree, you could kick it, you could drop it, you could chop it. Tree, you could punch it. I don't suggest doing that. Right? Tree, you could knock the bark off of it, pull the branches down. But a rose? A rose is still a rose, baby girl. You still a flower. What was that? Shout out to the queen of soul, the late great Aretha Franklin. Right? A rose. Listen, you could damage a rose by touching it incorrectly. And here's the thing. As men, to a certain degree, we like trees. We take punches. We take the hits. We on the football field tackling each other. We wrestling. We like a tree. A woman now is a delicate rose. And here's the thing. A kingdom man wants to treat you as such. It ain't about your dress size. Not based on, how much you have or how much you don't have. Not how much money you make or that you don't make. It's just a simple fact that you're delicate. Come on, all the roses, all the sisters who know they roses, just drop a rose. Just drop a rose. If you know you got a fragile do not drop label on your life, just drop a rose. All the sisters know that they're a rose. You delicate. You blooming where you planted. You the rose that grows through the concrete. Another thing, as a protector, Say, for instance, he's walking you to your car at night, especially if you're both out. Not only am I going to walk you to your car, but call or text me and let me know you got to your destination safely. Right? I need to know. I'm not trying to control you, but I want to know that the situation is under control. Beyond him just protecting you physically, he protects you emotionally as well. How does he protect you emotionally as well? He protects you emotionally in one way by doing what he said he's going to do. Don't take your heart all the way up here and then just drop it because he promised one thing and then he did the other. His words and his works are aligned. Kingdom man. Here's another thing. He knows how to keep boundaries. Your kingdom man, right? Man that you with, your husband, your bae, your boo. He knows how to keep boundaries when other women try to talk to him or approach him. Now that has something to do with protecting you emotionally too now. I ain't gonna ling along with sis. Whether she fine or not, I ain't gonna ling along. You want to take a photo? All right. Let me bring my wife. Honey, need you over here. Let me bring my fiance over here. Let's all get in here. Forget the self. Let's take a us-see. Us and you. Right? He keeps boundaries because he respects you whether you're there or whether you're not. Y'all like smart man. He says smart man don't want to get these hands. Yeah. Or just the conversation about it. Sometimes that'd be even worse than hands sometimes. Right? He keeps boundaries because he respects you whether you're around or whether you're not. Whether he can see you, whether you're not even in the building. He makes a commitment and he keeps it because he's committed to you. Say, for instance, there's a disagreement that ensues. I'm giving y'all a lot of examples tonight. This is the reality of it. Say, for instance, a disagreement ensues, right? And I saw this meme of this couple the other day. They were both upset with each other. They were sitting back to back on like a park bench. They're facing away from each other, wouldn't even look at each other. And so on the meme is raining, and the man has a grumpy look on his face. And as bad as he felt, as much attitude as he had and she had, guess what he did? In the meme, he put his umbrella over her head, even when it was raining. Right? I know we may have a disagreement, but I'm committed to protect you and see it through. Right? I could really let the rain mess up your hairdo. But I'm not a petty man. I'm a kingdom man. You just got your hair done. We had a little argument. I could really be petty. Eddie could be petty. But I'm not going to do that. Man extended the umbrella over the woman's head. Right? It is what it is. I'm a protector. Here's the thing. Kingdom man won't allow, here's the lesson in it. A kingdom man won't allow his pride to stop him from protecting you. Let me say it again. A kingdom man is not going to allow his pride to stop him from protecting you. A man who wants to protect you is going to do what it takes to put his pride aside. You know, it's kind of like fighting with your siblings all day. Me and my brother have had some fights. No, no, no. Brothers born for adversity. What scripture says. We siblings fight. Right? It's like fighting with your siblings all day, but let somebody try to cross one of y'all. I don't care how much me and my brother fought. If somebody try to cross one of us, trouble, trouble. Shout out to Bernie Mac. I can fight with him, but you can't. Right? Move, get out the way. Don't touch my brother now. Right? Don't touch your sis. Don't touch my sis. I'm not gonna allow my pride to stop me from fighting for you. I'm not fighting with you. I'm fighting for you simply because I'm protecting you. Let's go to number 4. Shall I proceed? Somebody just type yes, indeed. If you have not shared this, make sure that you share. YouTube, come on, like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Tap the thumbs up button. Come on, give this a thumbs up tonight. Give this a thumbs up. Come on, I said, shall I proceed? I need some yes indeeds. I need some more yes indeeds. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn. Share this with somebody. Come on, share this with somebody. Invite somebody in the room tonight. We're talking about 5 traits of a kingdom man. I told you, number 1, a kingdom man is your biggest fan. I told you, number 2, a kingdom man is an emotionally mature man. Thirdly, I told you, a kingdom man is a protector. He wants to protect you, not neglect you. Number 4, a kingdom man is a secure man. Now, to a certain degree, this kind of ties back to number 1. And if you've been listening, if you've been locked, you understand that number 1 was a kingdom man is your biggest fan. Here's the thing. He can be your biggest fan if he can't be your biggest fan if he's an insecure man. Need you to understand something about security. A lack of security means your win is not a win for me. A person who's secure understands this. A win for you is a win for me too. Your win is a loss for me if I'm insecure. That stops me from celebrating you. If I'm insecure, your win is a loss for me. If I am secure in who I am, a win for you is a win for me. Oh, she thinks she better than me now. She trying to get on my level and surpass me. Who she thinks she is? Oh, she thinks she all that. I got to knock her off her high horse. She up here now. I got to bring her back down here. Right? Because somebody who is insecure wants to reduce you. We talked about narcissistic personality disorder. If you didn't watch Say No to the Narcissist on my YouTube, you need to go back and watch that. All of this aligns. He wants to reduce you because he doesn't want you to produce the value that's within you. That's an insecure man. Right? We're talking about a kingdom man who's a secure man. He's not arrogant. He's not cocky. Because a lot of times the arrogance and the cockiness is a cloak. It's a mask. What is it masking? It's masking selfishness. It's masking insecurity. It's masking weakness. Here it is. He's confident. He's confident in this very thing, that he that have begun a good work in him shall perform it. The scripture says the day of Jesus Christ. Here it is. He's confident in who he is. He's not cocky. He's confident. Why is he confident? Because he knows who he is. So you being who you are is not a threat to who he is. Are you understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth tonight? He knows who he is. So you being who you are is not a threat to who he is. He's confident because he knows who he is. Listen, even if you're in front, sister, queen, as an industry leader, He's so secure that even if you're in front, he knows how to have your back. Come on, you ought to applaud the kingdom men. Come on, just drop some claps. Drop some claps in the comments. Don't let society get it. Don't let society make you think ain't no kingdom man out here. Don't let society make you think it ain't no good men out here. Come on, come on. Put some claps in for the good men. Put some claps in for the kingdom men. Mm-hmm. 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 Right? He's so secure in who he is. Right? That even if you're in front, he knows how to have your back. And he doesn't feel as if he's in the back. Even if you're on stage, he's behind the scenes, behind the curtain. And when he's behind the curtain, he ain't just like, nah, he's genuinely clapping to celebrate you. Right? Why? Because he understands teamwork makes the dream work. You don't just go as far as your dream, you go as far as your team. We're a team. Talking about being equally yoked. Why would I want to be just up here and you down here? Isn't the balance off? Hmm? You pulling your weight, he's pulling his, y'all pulling it together. His confidence brings self-awareness about his strengths, but also about his weaknesses. The reason he's able to do that is because here it is. He's self-aware. There is no emotional intelligence. There is no relational intelligence. There is no emotional maturity without proper self-awareness. There are no healthy boundaries without self-awareness. There is no emotional stability without self-awareness. And having that awareness, hear me, it ensures that he is secure in his identity. See, I need you to understand this. When a man is secure in his identity, he's not threatened when you shine. Why? Because he's got a clear idea of who he is. He's got a clear idea of what he adds to the relationship to benefit who you are because you're a benefit to him. Another thing, someone who is confident and secure in their identity is more receptive to constructive criticism. Don't call it constructive criticism if you ain't constructed nothing, or if the person trying to give you constructive criticism hasn't constructed anything. A man who cannot take constructive criticism shows the fragility of his ego. If you're going to be an eagle, shout out to the Eagles Academy. Shout out to all the Eagles who are part of the Eagles Academy. If you're going to be an eagle, you got to let go of the ego. I'm talking better than y'all typing back to me tonight. Come on. If you're going to be an ego, you got to let go of the ego. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Make it do what it do. I need you to understand this. A lot of times, think about this. The prefix of masculinity is pronounced mask. Oh man. Y'all really making me work tonight. I got more truth than time. I need you to understand this. The prefix of masculinity is pronounced mask. Oftentimes, masculinity is a mask. It's a cover. It's a facade. It's an ego boost. But really, an unhealed man becomes a grown boy who lives his life in an unhealed state. It's a kid who tries to act like a king, but has not taken the measures to grow up like that. What did Paul say? When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. I wish things could just leave at the snap of a finger. I remember being a kid. I wish I could just snap my finger and my room be clean. And this is what I would do. I'd throw everything under the bed because I had a little bed skirt. And the reason I had a bed skirt because I can hide stuff under the bed. Guess where mama looking first? Things don't just happen by osmosis. I have to do the work to unpack what it is with the baggage that I've been carrying. Because oftentimes, if I don't deal with the baggage becomes garbage. Are you hearing me tonight? Someone who is confident knows who they are and they're secure in their identity. And because I'm secure in my identity, here it is, I can be open to constructive criticism. You have a certain aspect. I'm thinking linear, you're thinking panoramic. I'm thinking facts, you're thinking feelings. Not one is better than the other. We're different, but different doesn't mean deficient. Are you picking up what I'm putting down tonight? Sweetheart, I don't think you should have said it like this. I'm not trying to take you off your square or nothing. I like when you do this instead of that. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. So it's not just in the words, it's in the way that I convey the words. Tone sets the tone. Your tone sets the tone, bruh. Your tone sets the tone, sis. Constructive criticism shouldn't turn into an argument. Constructive criticism doesn't mean make him or her feel as if you're berating them. Why? Because he understands that I need to grow personally, but I also need to grow collectively. I'm not growing in a silo. Right? He knows the good that he's good at, along with the things that need proper improvement. Improving the relationship becomes a matter of optimization. Here's a book that I encourage you to check out. It's called 7 Principles of Making Marriage Work. It's by Dr. John Gottman. He says this: if a man rejects a female's partner's influence, let me say it again. I need you to listen. Moving a little closer. If a man rejects his female partner's influence, it's a sign that he has power issues. It's quiet in here tonight. If he can't handle her influence at all, here it is. If your influence gives him the flu, listen, you can't spell influence without the word flu. If your influence makes him feel sick internally, outwardly, that's a brother with power issues. And hear me, based upon those power issues, now he's going to try to destabilize you and the relationship as a whole in totality. Rather than you being a power couple, and I don't even really always like that terminology, because sometimes power couple means power struggle. Yeah. Sometimes the power couple is a facade to get external validation for what needs to be rectified internally. And here it is. The worst thing is when a man's unbridled toxicity devastates the relationship because now he doesn't have his ego in check. I told you that us as men, we need more than just sex silence sandwich and the ego stroke. There's more to us than just that. Improving the relationship is a focal point in his life. Why? Because he's secure in who he is. If a man is not secure in himself, hear me, he cannot protect you securely. We just can't do it. Number five. Y'all making me work tonight. Y'all making me work tonight. Is this too much? Is this too much? Because really, I could just shut it down right now. I've given you enough over the last 2 days. I've literally given you a takeout, a to-go plate. I put the foil on it and everything. Wrapped it up nicely, put it in a bag. Put it in one of them Eagles Academy bags. It don't even say it don't even say it don't say Ruth's Chris on it. It don't say Cheesecake Factory, because I know that's your favorite place. Listen, if y'all ready for number 5, just drop 5. Give me a high 5. If you're ready for number 5, give me an emoji high 5. I got 5 on it. Should I stop? Maybe I need to ask Uncle Luke. Don't stop, get it. I don't know. Do I? Told you. Number 1, Kingdom Man is your biggest fan. Number 2, a Kingdom Man is an emotionally mature man. Shall I proceed? Number 3. Told you, for number 3, a Kingdom Man wants to protect you. Number 4, Kingdom Man is a what, y'all? Secure man. Come on, somebody give me a virtual high 5. I'm about to make a Brother Glasses fog up tonight. Number 5. 5 is a number of grace. Kingdom Man is a purpose-driven man. Kingdom Man is a purpose-driven man. Said we swimming in the deep tonight. We in the ocean. Man, I'm literally taking this as a to go. I'm clocking out. Bet it up. Kingdom Man is a purpose-driven man. Listen, I need you to understand this. Everybody has purpose. God never places anything on this planet that is not gifted. We are on this planet because we have a purpose. I need you to understand this. As long as you have a pulse, you have a purpose. If you're not dead, God ain't done. Every man has a purpose, but every man doesn't tap into his purpose. Every man doesn't tap in, right? He doesn't activate it. He doesn't engage it. He doesn't discover it. He doesn't pursue his purpose, right? And so if you don't pursue your purpose, because your purpose is your compass, your purpose is your GPS. You have no compass, you have no GPS. Now, guess what? You're wandering. Listen, if you have, on the YouTube side, if you have not liked, comment, shared, subscribe, come on, do that. All this value I'm giving y'all, come on. Just hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, tap the like, thumbs up button. Come on. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Come on, do your part. Come on. Share. Right? If a man is not purpose driven and he gets into a relationship, more than likely the relationship is going to crash. You become a crash dummy. Here it is. Why do I say that? It is his purpose, as I said before, that now becomes the compass. It now becomes the GPS. I've got vision. I've got direction. I don't have direction if I don't have vision. If you have sight, But no vision, you're still blind. Without a vision, the people perish. Beyond sight, I need insight. If I don't have vision, I don't have any direction. I got to know what my purpose is. I got to know where I'm going. Let me take you there. This is something that you got to understand tonight. Do I even need to say this? Hard truths. Brace yourself. I had to take a deep breath again. Listen, usually men don't find their purpose in a relationship. Uh-oh. I'm out there now. You said, listen, Dr. Eddie, I was rocking with you, but you done rocked the boat. Usually men don't find their purpose in a relationship. You say, well, I thought you know, um, you know my relationship. I thought our children. Thought you loved me. I thought me buying a house and putting a ring on my finger. I thought that helped to bring his purpose out, and that was his purpose. No. Sorry, not sorry, sis. He can do all of that. And it's not the foundation of his purpose. It can happen because of his purpose, but it's not the foundation of the purpose. Hear me. Now, the relationship can fuel his purpose as he strives, yes, to be a provider, to be your kingdom man, as he strives to be a protector, as he strives to be the priest of his home, your home for his family, your family. But it is not the source of his purpose. Now, hear me. And maybe that's why I saved this one for last. This may be hard for you to hear. Because, hear me, a lot of times women want the right man wrapped around their finger. I'm his end all be all. He wake up thinking about me. He goes to sleep. He goeth to sleep thinking about me, dreaming of me. I'm always on his mind. This may be hard to hear. Disclaimer. But a man's purpose has nothing to do with you. And it's not the sole source of his fulfillment. Not saying that he can't be fulfilled being with you. It's just not the sole source of it. This is not an indictment on you. This is the mandate. This is the mission. This is how he's wired. A man usually finds his purpose, here it is, in his work. He finds his purpose in his work and in his contribution to the world. Oh, it's quiet now. Woo-wee. If we was in the building, I could hear a rat licking ice up in here. Listen. Man usually finds his purpose in his work and what his contribution is in the world. When LeBron James, listen, I know we going long tonight, but if y'all can listen to Cat Williams, y'all can listen to this. Y'all can go in the club Shay Shay. Let me move this on out the way. Listen, when LeBron James is dunking the basketball, he's in his purpose. When Bill Gates is working with computers, he's in his purpose. When Jeff Bezos is moving product on Amazon, he's in his purpose. When Ben Carson is separating Siamese twins, he's in his purpose. And hear me, A man usually finds his purpose in his work. Well, where's that in scripture? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. It's biblical. But it's also practical. Since it's biblical, let's go all the way. Let's move back from Revelation all the way to Genesis. Hmm? Before God ever gave man a woman, God first gave a man work. Rachel G said, let him be in his purpose. Sis, you don't even want to find the man not in his purpose. It's worthless if he's not in his purpose. Before God ever gave a man a woman, God gave him work. I want you to be fruitful. I want you to be multiplied. How is the man fruitful? What is he doing to multiply? Work came before the woman. The essence of work preceded a woman. Do you understand this? As a woman, you are the crescendo of creation. That's what I'm on. Listen, I don't want to get too deep right now, deeper, because Monday we dealing with the kingdom women. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with Monday. That's what you want to definitely be here for Monday. But I say all that to say, the essence of work preceded a woman. A woman was the qualifier because he was first able to handle his work. If he can't handle his work, he can't handle you as a woman. If Adam couldn't handle his work, how could he possibly be in the position to provide for a woman? Do you understand this? Work is not a cuss word. Work is not just some four-letter word. Work, what does work even mean? Work means to become. That's why I said it's not just about you getting more in 2024. It's about you becoming more in 2024. Work means to become. Work means to cultivate. When I'm working, I'm becoming something better than when I was before because I'm working in my purpose to become more. Work was the testing ground to say, listen, if you've proven yourself at this level, if you've proven yourself in this place, then I can give you my best. Why? Because you've done your best. Listen, if God ever created anything better than a woman, he must have kept it for himself. And really, you got to understand this. As a woman, here's what you want to look for. You want to look for a man's purpose early in the relationship. Did you hear what I said? As a kingdom woman, you want to look for him. He's classified himself as a kingdom man. You want to look for a kingdom man's purpose in a relationship. How do I do that? How do you look for a man's purpose? How do you know if a man has found his purpose? You got to be observant. I know you're looking at him. Tall, dark, and whatever. Handsome. Morris walnut, chestnut. You just hope the brother ain't a nut. How do you look for all that? Beyond all the fine, what else? You fine, but what else? How does he speak about his career? How does he speak about his products or services? Are you asking questions that now unveil what he's passionate about and his purpose? Does he have a zeal and an excitement and an energy and a passion when he conveys the work that he does? What are his goals? Where is he at spiritually? Where does he see himself years from now? Has he plateaued? Is he comfortable being where he is? Or does he want more? Is he excited about going to work? If he's not excited about going to work, what work is he interested in doing? What is he endeavoring to fulfill? Is his purpose only connected to that which is external? To the clothes, the cars, the shoes? Does he only find his value in that? Or is his purpose in the immaterial self? What you can't put a price on. His goals, his dreams, his connection to God, his love for self, his love for his community, his love for you. Hear me. He's not going to get his complete fulfillment straight from the bedroom or by holding hands or by sending you love notes or from holidays. I just totally done messed it up tonight. It ain't going to always be in the bedroom. It's going to be in the boardroom. I told you the man is not just one dimensional. He's beyond just sex, silent sandwich, and ego stroke. I didn't say that's all that he don't want that. I just said that's not all he wants. Right? Somebody said no VD. I didn't say that. I'm just saying his purpose is not solely tied to that. Listen clearly. Did you understand this? Listen clearly to me. A man's work. Why is work so important to a man? Why does a man feel so stressed and depressed when he loses his job? If he's furloughed, if he's laid off? Why? Because a man's work is tied to his worth. I didn't make the rules. Talk to me. You know his attitude ain't right if his job, he's teetering on unemployment. His work is in his worth. Talk to me. You know it affects his confidence. She in the book said if a man don't work, he don't eat. Mess his whole appetite up. A man's worth is wrapped up in his work. And hear me, mostly you don't hear about women being workaholics. Not saying none of them aren't. You just don't hear about many of them being workaholics. But you hear about men being workaholics. Right? Because here it is. Oftentimes us as men, we have been reared to measure ourselves up against other men. Doesn't always have to be for competition. It can be, where am I at in life? Do I need to be working harder? Have I found my purpose? What's going right with me? What's not going right with me? He's here. I need to be learning from him. Sometimes it's not about competition. It's about collaboration. Because, bro, you running this play and you scoring, I need to be able to run that play too. What you doing? Hit me to the game. He's measuring himself up against other men. He's measuring himself up against other men in his family. What other people may or may not have accomplished. He's also, here it is, he's measuring himself up against himself. Have I grown? The worst thing to do is to be in the same place next year that you are this year. Listen, whether it's right or wrong in regard to his work being so ingrained in who he is and that being a driving force for him, it is what it is with that. It's how men are, how us as men have been wired. You got to be able to find out not so much what is a man driving, but what is driving him. I need you to hear me tonight. You need to be focused on not so much about the wallet. What is his wisdom? Doesn't matter what's in his wallet if he don't have any wisdom. Some say, yeah, it does matter what's in his wallet because I got a few things that need to be taken care of. You're going to have to provide for me. But if that's solely what he has, if his wallet surpasses the wisdom, and the wisdom doesn't surpass the wallet, he won't be able to keep what's in his wallet. Don't mean he has to be an entrepreneur. Doesn't mean he has to be a six-figure earning man. He can work a 9 to 5. And while he's working a 9 to 5, he can still be passionate about what he does and the difference that he's making for others. Why is that? Reason I say that about work, that work comes before a woman, because you think about Genesis chapter 2. Genesis chapter 2 says it's not good for man to be alone. Notice this. Before Adam was given a purpose, before Adam was given a woman, rather, he had a purpose. Adam had a purpose. Adam had a place. Adam had presence. Adam had power. Adam had purpose, place, presence, power. Hear me. It's not good for that man to be alone. Are you understanding me? A man who don't know his purpose, a man who doesn't know what he's supposed to do in life, a man who doesn't have his own place, much less knows his own place in life. Man who doesn't have presence. I'm not talking about presence to where he's just G'd up from the feet up. He looking good, smelling good. Everything is all good. I'm talking about him understanding, yes, that his presence is a present, but also having the presence of God on his life. Being in the presence of God. If he doesn't have the presence of God, he won't be able to lead you at all. He won't even know what's the next step and the next dimension is. Then also power. Power, here it is not to dominate you. It's to dominate his space. Power is to dominate in his purpose. Power, Holy Ghost power. Power is being able to be a provider. It's being able to be a protector. It's being able to be a priest of his home, of his domain. If he doesn't have these qualities, hear me, then it is good for that man to be alone. Because here it is. He needs to get to the level of maturity to become emotionally stable, to become purpose-driven, to be a protector, to get into that place of now qualifying to move to the next level. And hear me, you got to understand this. No man is perfect. Let me say that again. No man is perfect, but is he worth it? And when he knows his worth, I guarantee you he's going to recognize yours too. Hear me, since I'm in the flow, I'm going bonus tonight. Overtime. I already gave you 5. I told you a kingdom man is your biggest fan. A kingdom man is the mostly mature man. A kingdom man is a protector. A kingdom man is a secure man. Also told you a kingdom man knows his purpose. Yeah. I'm going bonus tonight. Kingdom man is a purpose-driven man. I'm already out here. I got to close the door. But let me give you more. I'm going to give you a bonus one. I'm filling your cup till it overflows tonight. Hear me. A bonus, this for your bonus one tonight. A kingdom man is a committed man. I know some sisters say, well, man, is he going to be committed? Is he going to be faithful too? Kingdom man is a committed man. You know why he's a committed man? He can be committed to you simply because he's first committed to God too. Listen, I've talked about this over and over and over again. And oftentimes, hear me, oftentimes religious institutions, oftentimes the church, oftentimes platforms of podcasts that oftentimes become, dare I say, battle of the sexes, to where a microphone becomes a hammer and we just hit each other with it. I need you to understand this. We do a disservice by only preaching and talking about Proverbs 31. You know what Proverbs 31 is. Who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies? But here's what we don't preach. Here's what we don't talk about. Here's what we don't have enough conversation about. We talk about Proverbs 31, verse 10, but we don't talk about Proverbs chapter 20, verse 6. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 6. I'm more English than math. I'm not necessarily the best math student. I didn't like algebra. I didn't like geometry. I sure enough didn't like statistics. But here it is. I'm more English than math, but this is what I know. 20 comes before 31. Can we agree on that? How do we skip over Proverbs 20 and we only talk about Proverbs 31? Proverbs 20, verse 6. Think about this. The mandate was given to women before it was given to men. How are we giving a mandate to women and skipping over the men? But think about this. No, the mandate was given to the man before it was given to the woman. Adam and Eve both bit the apple, or whatever the fruit was. Let's just say whatever the fruit was. Adam and Eve both sinned against God, but what did God say? Adam, where are you? He ain't asked where Eve was. Matter of fact, she wasn't even Eve then. Her name was the woman. That's what her name was. She didn't become Eve till after the fall. We don't talk about Proverbs chapter 20, verse 6. Who can find a faithful man? Think about this. Faithful denotes, underscores, speaks to, committed. Is the man faithful in his commitment to God? Number one. Is he faithful in reading his Bible? Is he faithful as a father? Is he faithful in his prayer life? Is he faithful in his prayer time? Is he faithful by getting into the presence of God? Is he faithful in knowing his voice? Is he faithful with his spiritual foundation? Is he faithful in his purpose? Simply because all of that becomes the compass for everything. He can't be purpose driven, really. And here's the mistake that we make. The mistake we make when we talk about purpose, it's generally our purpose. This is what I endeavor to do. But does he know God's purpose for his life? Preparations of the heart are in a man. We have our own preparations. We have our own levels of what we want to achieve. But does God's purpose align with what it is that I want? Well, God's going to give me the desires of my heart. God ain't no genie. You don't just rub the Bible 3 times and he gives you 3 wishes. God giving you the desires of your heart means you want what God wants for you. God don't just give you what you want. God gives you what to want. Are you understanding? Right? So a man who is not committed, a man who is not faithful in his relationship to God is not going to be secure. Because here it is. He's going to be basing all of his security on how much money do I have. He's going to be basing all of his security on how many clothes and shoes do I own. He's going to be basing all of his security on how much ice and how much drip is on my jewelry. but his heart is dry. He's not going to base all of his security on how many followers do I have? Am I an influencer versus who influences me? How many women in my phone? How much clout do I have? You see, security, that type of security is from the outside versus internal. A man who's only secure in what he has on the outside does not understand the full totality that greater is he that's within me than he that's in the world. So as a result, he won't be able to protect you because he has no boundaries to protect himself first. A man without self-control, I think I might have been reading that today in Proverbs or the other day, is like a city that's broken down and without walls. A city that is broken down and without walls has no security. Anybody can run in. Anybody can do anything. Anybody can come and lead you in harm's way and destroy your life. He can't be your biggest fan. He can't be emotionally mature. On and on and on and on. Because he doesn't even spend time in praise and in worship. And this is what we have done. We have made praise and worship something that only women do. We've made it feminine. We made it so feminine. But here's the thing. Worship now moves a man into a place of posturing his heart in transparency. If he can't be transparent with God, what makes you think he's going to be transparent with you? If he can't even be transparent with God, who he can't even see with his natural eyes, how are you going to be able to make him be transparent with you when he can see you? You don't even put breath in his body. And he can't be transparent with the one who puts breath in his body, allows him to wake up every day. You see, a kingdom man is a committed man. Is he committed in his prayer life, in his walk with God? Is he committed in his calling, in his career, as a father to his children? Listen, whether he's co-parenting, sometimes you got the blended family dynamics. It's the reality. Is he committed to taking care of his children? Is he committed to taking care of his family, even if he doesn't even have children? How is he committed to his commitment? Listen, us as men, we know how to be committed. We know how to be committed to the gym. We committed to our sports team. Pay attention to all them fans who gonna be at that game. Look at all them brothers who gonna be there. We know how to be committed to our sports team. We know how to be committed to hanging with the homies. But when it gets down to it, how are we committed to our real commitments? Notice, ladies, for the last 2 days, I've said nothing about a man's height. I'm talking about his heart. When relationships today have become solely transactional, do you still desire something that's accountable? I said nothing about a man's heart. I said nothing about a man's height. I'm talking about his heart. I'm not talking about his wallet. I'm not talking about what he should be making. I'm not talking about him being a high earner. I'm not talking about his low earner status. I'm not talking about his median income. I'm not talking about his socioeconomic status. I'm not talking about his wallet. I'm talking about his wisdom. I've said absolutely nothing about him driving or what he's driving. I'm talking about what's driving him. Because at the end of the day, you ain't going to be with his car. You're not going to be with just his height. I've said nothing about money. I'm talking about his mentality. All of which, hear me, is invaluable. The things that I've talked about the last 2 days, you can't put a price on it. You can't quantify it. Beyond quantity, a kingdom man is a man of quality. We went deep tonight. I gave you more than I bargained for. And listen, I know how valuable this session was tonight. I already know based upon your comments. I hope it was valuable. Was this of value? Let me not just assert that based upon saying amen and all that stuff. But was this valuable tonight? I want to ask you that. Some of y'all saying thank you for the session. Faith, yes. Kenny said it was so good. D Stu said it was needed indeed. Rachel G said, yeah, we went deep. Yeah. Super valuable. Listen, I understand how valuable this is because a lot of times you don't necessarily always have this type of content. But if this was valuable, just imagine how much more valuable our Eagles Academy community will be to you when you join. Yeah, yes, you. Yes, you on TikTok. Yes, you on Instagram. Yes, you on LinkedIn. Yes, you on Twitter, aka X. Yes, you on Facebook. Yes, you on YouTube. The value that this session provides, just imagine how much more valuable it will be to you when you join our academy. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to grow in your greatness. I want you, hear me, I want you to intentionally invest in yourself by becoming a member of our amazing Eagles Academy. Yeah, I want you to become a member of our amazing Eagles Academy. This is what you can do. Those of you I know you want to register to join us, this is what I want you to do. You ready? You locked in? You want to go now? Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. I know initially I might have said there's 4 or 5 of you, but I believe there's at least 6 of you in the Mix at 6 tonight who says, listen, I need to grow my greatness. I need the strategies, the structure, the solutions to soar to another dimension. I got to soar in 2024. I can't debate about this. This is not a if, it's got to happen. I can't be on the fence about it. What is the Eagles community about? Listen, we're an online community designed to empower you to soar into success and purpose. How do we do that? We increase your ideas, your impact, your influence. This is where I teach, is where I coach, is where I train, is where I mentor. As you can see, yeah, teaching is at my core, breaking things down to the granular level, making that which may be ethereal, spiritual, practical. Membership has its privileges in so much that you're part of our virtual master classes that we have, live sessions, Q&A sessions, deep dive discussions, thriving supportive community of amazing gifted leaders. And yes, the teaching is going to be good, but just the camaraderie in and of itself. You're around people who want to see you win. A win for you is a win for them too. People to network with, people to share ideas with, people to share business strategies. What's working? What's not working? What are you doing? How can I employ that into my life? Practical steps, right? Developing innovative skills, solutions to transform your life. Experience the growth that you desire. 24/7 access to every session that we have done. I'm talking about hours and hours, hundreds of hours of sessions that are at your disposal on every specific topic that you can possibly think of, whether it's relationships, whether it's faith, whether it's purpose, whether it's branding, whether it's building, whether it's your book, whether it's speaking. It's a one-stop shop. The coaching, the mentoring, the training, the transformation that you get, the experience to where you actually see yourself growing into what you desire to become, how you see yourself moving from here to there, fostering your growth, being challenged to tap into the champion that's on the inside of you with practical wisdom and insight beyond just information, but the application, the steps, the strategies, the how to. Right? As I said before, and I'll continue to say again, my goal in 2024 is to help you achieve yours. And so this is what I want you to do. I want you to invest in yourself tonight. Listen, investing in yourself is going to cost you to do it. But hear me, it's going to cost you more not to do it. It's going to cost you to do it, but it's going to cost you even more not to do it, and you're going to be taxed. I want you to make an intentional investment in yourself. Why is that? Because an intentional investment is key. An intentional investment is that key that unlocks the door to new opportunities, to your greatness. Why do I say that? Because you need to realize that you are your greatest asset. And here's one thing I've learned about making a personal investment in your personal development. And that is this: you can never lose. You can never go bankrupt investing in yourself. Why is that? Because whenever I invest in myself, I always get an ROI. My ROI is my return on investment. Go right now. The next 6 of you who go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, and I want you to put in this code. The coupon code is SOAR, SOAR. Put in the word SOAR at checkout, and I'm giving you 40% off of your membership. Massive value was dispensed to you tonight. Incredible impact. Eye-opening information. Just a foretaste. Just a little taste. That's just an appetizer of what it is when you're in our Eagles Academy. Go right now. And I teach far greater than what I'm just doing here tonight. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Kenya said, I just joined. Come on, who else? I can't, I'm on D&D right now. I'm on Do Not Disturb. I can't even see who joined. I want you to tap the join now button when you go to theeaglesacademy.com. Tap join now. As you tap join now, like I said, I'm investing in you to invest in you. Look at that. I'm investing in you so you can invest in you. Go to theeaglesacademy.com. Tap join now. And put in the word SOAR at checkout, SOAR. Put in the word SOAR at checkout. I'm giving you 40% off of your membership. Why? Because I understand and I believe in the value of what it is that I'm giving to you. I'm investing in you so that you can invest in yourself. Right? People want you a lot of times to invest in yourself and don't want to even help you. I'm actually helping you invest in you. I'm giving you the hookup. Holla if you hear me. It don't just stop there. It doesn't just stop there. At theeaglesacademy.com, tap join now, put in the word SOAR, checkout, SOAR. You get 40% off your membership. But here it is. Go to theeaglesacademy.com/store. And what I have for you there is I have a free ebook for you called More in 2024. How to become more, how to make it your best year yet. The strategies. I'm giving you the plays to run so that you can run with your vision this year. Revolution not only be televised, it'll be digitized. Go there. And while you're there at theeaglesacademy.com/store, you download More in 2024. If you are an author, where are my authors at? Where are my authors and my speakers at? I need to know who's represented. Where are my authors and my speakers? Listen, if you already have a book out, if you desire to put a book out, you need to get your hands on my bestseller book blueprint. People have asked me for years, how have you been able to write 16 books? What's the blueprint to write your book so quickly? How'd you do 2 books in 2023? And how do you go number 1 when you drop? I'm so glad you asked. I'm showing you how to do it. After all these years of asking, I got some solutions now. I got the answers for you. I'm giving you step-by-step directions on how to take your manuscript to the marketplace if you've never written a book, how to increase your sales if you already have books out, how to get your books into the people's hands who want to read your book. People say don't judge a book by its cover. That's a lie. They're going to judge a book by its cover. Your cover is what's going to attract them to the content. And then your content has got to connect to keep them there. Don't worry, I'm showing you how to do it. I'm spelling it all out. Okay, I want to show you how to write your book, increase your sales, become an industry authority as an author. Like I said, I've written 16 books. I think I know a thing or two about a thing or two, especially as they're successful. It's time out for you, for those of you who are authors and writers, having hundreds of books in your garage and they just sitting there collecting dust. Let me show you how to move it. You can go to the eaglesacademy.com/store. You can also go to accessidentity.org/author. Download my bestseller book blueprint. It's about an 81 page plus document. It gives you everything: ebook, audiobook, hard copy, whatever version of a book. I'm showing you from ground one all the way to the level to where you can get your book in people's hands, and then how to keep marketing to them. It's got everything you need. Listen, whenever you're a writer, people expect you to be a speaker too. Why is that? Because they expect you to talk about what you wrote. They expect you to talk about what you wrote about. Speaking of speaking, if you consider yourself to be a speaker, if you desire to be one, if you want to move the needle in your industry, I need you to do yourself a favor. Download my Successful Speaker Strategies. It's a digital training that I'm really just giving you the blueprint. I'm giving you the step-by-step on really how to overcome the fear factor. Listen, I understand this. Whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Did you hear what I just said? Being a speaker doesn't just mean you on a TED Talk stage. I did that. Being a speaker don't mean you just at a conference. I did that too. Being a speaker don't just mean you're being interviewed on media. I've done that too. Being a speaker also means, can you convey your message? Can you communicate and connect in the boardroom? Can you communicate and connect as a teacher to your students? Can you communicate and connect when you're on a Zoom? Can you communicate and connect just like I'm talking to you? Are you connecting when you're speaking? It affects your relationships. It's about the art of communication. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? Can you understand my energy about it? Right? So I'm helping you communicate confidently, face the fear factor. People say, I'm just terrified to speak. They say it's the biggest fear in the world, beyond reptiles, beyond bungee jumping, beyond jumping out of a plane, beyond flying on a plane. I'm showing you how to overcome that. I'm also showing you how to be invited back, how to wow your audience, how to be paid for your gift and your story and your message. Download my Successful Speaker Strategies. accessidentity.org/speaker. It's also available, yes, eaglesacademy.com/store. I want to sharpen your skill set so that you can shine as a speaker, as a communicator. Okay. accessidentity.org/speaker, accessidentity.org/author. Get the bestseller book blueprint. Get the Successful Speaker Strategies. Join the Eagles Academy. Giving you the hookup. I'm investing in you so that you can invest in you. Use the code SOAR at checkout. Matter of fact, use the code SOAR at checkout. Let me not fail to say that. Give them 40% off of everything I just mentioned. Everything I just mentioned. 40% off of everything. I'm sorry, everything. Okay. Go there, put in the code SOAR at checkout for everything, and you'll get 40% off of everything. If you ain't gonna side for me, I'm gonna side for myself. I don't even know how I talked this long and only took about 2 sips of water. I don't know. I don't even know how I haven't lost my voice yet. Listen, did you get something from the night? I hope you got something from In the Mix at 6. Listen, I know I wasn't with you on Monday and Tuesday, but I hope I made up for it. Did I make up for it? You know I ain't never on live this long. Please forgive me for my brash delivery, but I just had to ask. I hope I made up for it. I hope I gave you more than you bargained for. But you better get ready for Monday. You better get ready for Monday. Is the artwork ready? If so, then we need to show them what we're working with for Monday. Yeah. 5 traits of a kingdom woman. We talking about it on Monday. Spread the word, you heard? We see, I'm not dealing with the woman first until I deal with the man first. We dealt with the man first. Now, let's have courageous conversations about incredible queens like you. Coming for all the edges, snatching all of them. I said I'm having a watch party. I love it. Isn't the artwork beautiful? You know, we got to make the artwork a little bit even more beautiful because ladies, got to add the ladies' touch to it. Can we put it up there again? Was there a crown or something? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got to, wear your crown. All of that, the jewels and all that, the little drip on it. Yeah, yeah. You know, yeah. All right, all right. The hour's far spent. I'm out of time. I'm not out of truth. I appreciate y'all rocking with me this week. We had a few hiccups, but everything is in order. So um, I appreciate y'all joining the Eagles Academy again. If you want to join the Eagles Academy, go to theeaglesacademy.com, tap join now, put in the word sword, checkout, get 40% off. You know me, I'm your main man, your homeboy, yours truly, Dr. Eddie. Thank you for the love for joining me in the mix at 6. Wishing y'all an amazing, wonderful weekend. Get some rest. Be at your best. Get some self care. You deserve it. Celebrate you. You're worth it. All right. But put me back on your calendar for Monday. Matter of fact, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the digital airwaves of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube. We'll get it again in the mix at 6. Head over to the YouTube side. Make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. Follow me. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. And if I can help serve you in any way, please reach out to me. As always, wishing y'all much love. Great talking to amazing people like you. I'll see you next time. Until then, it's your main man, Dr. Eddie. God bless, peace, and love.